All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be showing you yet another deer feeder that we made. The reason why I'm showing this is these things are widely available, and they have a bracket on the back of these things. I already took them off. There were 3 on this property, 3 of these dishes, and we're going to show you how to use that bracket for a pretty cool trick for a deer feeder. Okay, this is that bracket I was talking to you about. That's one of the older ones, really common. It fits perfectly top rail chain link pole. Some of the newer ones have this type of bracket, which is even heavier duty, heavy dutier, I guess you would say, dutier, if that's a word. But this thing will fit a piece of a top rail, but it's a little too big, but we're going to show you how to get around that. These are adjustable brackets because those dishes have to be adjusted. And so what I did was I took a 55-gallon, this has had olives in it, I think, and really nice because it's got a gasket on the lid. It's screw-on lid. And so we're going to make another deer feeder out of this bad boy right here. So ideally, you would want to get a metal drum. I couldn't find any drums. It'd be real easy just to weld up some tabs on your poles. I did before, but if you don't have that, you can use this stuff that you got laying around to make a pretty effective deer feeder. I did have to do some alterations to the mounting bracket for that moultrie head unit that I'm going to put on there. Cutting out the hole was a little bit of a chore. I didn't have a hole saw, so I had to kind of finagle with my knife and drill and do some other things, but pretty straightforward. So we'll show you how it all comes together. All right, guys, so like we were mentioning, I just finished completing this deer feeder. Used some parts that are available, I mean, everywhere. People throw these things away. These are actually the back brackets from dish antennas. There's probably another brand out there, but they use a similar bracket. What I liked about them was they fit that top link chain, that top rail for chain link. It fits perfect in there. You just put that in there and tighten up those bolts, and that thing's not going anywhere. That was the older type. They do have a newer style. This is, I think, the newer, a little bit newer style. It also fits that top rail for chain link perfectly. But also what's cool about it is with both of them, they're adjustable. So if you want to raise and lower this thing, you could actually bring this down a few inches by pulling those legs out. And then finally, all 3 of them were different. So if you see this one, it's a little bit set back. I had to do that because for one, the poles, the bracket was different. Anyway, I figured out where I needed it, but it's a little bit different than the other one. This one, the top rail, that top rail pipe doesn't fit in there, so I just ran a couple of metal screws, and that thing is solid. It's not going anywhere. Used the moultrie head on these things. I used to like the square one a lot better. It was the older style, but this round style looks like it's okay. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't bolt directly up into the barrel. You actually mount this other bracket that's in there, and then this portion just kind of slides, rotates, and you can pull it off. I guess it's kind of neat, but only time will tell to see how well that holds up. So yeah, this is another feeder that I built about 10 years ago. You can look back in my other videos and see one. I used just a plastic barrel, 55-gallon barrel, and cut the top off. It was a miserable failure because water could get in there. This one has a screw-on lid with a gasket, so it's waterproof. I am going to come back over here and just do a little bit of caulking. I've got some Gorilla Glue caulk building material, waterproof stuff. I'm going to go over those bolts and should be good to go and get this thing out and throw in some corn in my new location, and I'll let you guys know how it works out. So again, thanks for watching. We really appreciate you guys hitting those likes and thumbs up, and let us know in the comments if you've done something similar to this and what you found, or if you've got another idea. We'd love to see it, and we really appreciate you guys as always. And thanks for watching again, and until next time, you guys take care.